One of the weirdest things that has happened ever since Donald Trump rose to political prominence is that you have millions of his weird supporters that somehow think that this guy, we'll say, is the epitome of what a man should be. This out-of-shape, geriatric, McDonald's-loving freak is somehow what all of us need to be. And Marvel actor and former professional wrestler Dave Bautista decided to take aim at these really weird fantasies that people have about Donald Trump being a manly man during a segment on Jimmy Kimmel Live this week. In a pre-produced segment where Bautista, who of course is very much in shape and he's working out through the entire video, here is what Bautista said about Donald Trump. Fellas, we gotta talk. A lot of men seem to think that Donald Trump is some kind of tough guy. He's not. I mean, look at him. He wears more makeup than Dolly Parton. He whines like a baby. The guy is afraid of birds. Donald Trump had his daddy pay a doctor to say his little feet hurt so he could dodge the draft. Look at that gut. It's like a garbage bag full of buttermilk. He's barely strong enough to hold an umbrella. He's got jugs, big ones, like Dolly Parton. And you know that little dance he does? He looks like he's, let's just say, manually pleasuring a pair of giraffes. He's moody. He pouts. He throws tantrums. He acts like a 5-year-old behind the wheel of a truck. This November, let's stop kidding ourselves, he continued. He added that Donald Trump is afraid of rain, dogs, windmills, Meryl effing Streep, he says. And he says mostly he's terrified that real red-blooded American men will find out that he's a weak, tubby toddler. And then he ended it by saying that Donald Trump is a whiny little bitch. And then he walked off the scene. I gotta tell you, I don't disagree with anything that Dave Bautista said right there. I think it's perfect. And honestly, I think it's the kind of thing that people have been needing to hear for many years now. It is almost sickening to see these Republicans out there at Trump's rallies or at these, big Republican convention things they do every so often, where they act like this is the type of guy that everybody should strive to be. When he's not. I mean, look at him. He's a guy who's too afraid to admit that he's going bald. He's a guy too afraid to admit that he doesn't have a tan, so he puts on the bronzer. In fact, he got ridiculed for that this week because you could see the very clear outline of where he just stopped during one of his town halls this week. It's pathetic. And he is pathetic. But not just in his appearance, okay? It's the way he acts. He is a giant toddler. He whines and he pouts and he does it every day on Truth Social. This is not a man. This is, as Dave Bautista said, a whiny little bitch. And it's time that these Republicans get that through their heads. And I know a lot of Republicans are probably no longer watching Jimmy Kimmel's program, so they probably didn't see this. But maybe they'll stumble across this. Maybe they'll hear those words I read. I would have loved to have played the clip, but it's ABC and they get very stingy with using clips from their programs. So it is what it is. But this is something that needed to be said. And I am grateful that Dave Bautista said it. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.